In this video, I'm going to summarize the 4 common reasons that often hold us back from topping up our CPF. I've talked about them in more details in my previous videos. You can click on their links in the description box below or browse through my channel for more videos on CPF. Like and subscribe to my channel and receive weekly notifications if you'd like to continue learning the tips and tricks on CPF. It's easy to understand why it is not a natural choice for us to top up our CPF. After all, some are asking to return their CPF monies to them, so it may sound absurd to happily hand over our money to CPF. Let me analyze what is really holding us back and my perspective on these concerns. Please understand that these are just my own opinions and not financial advice. One of the most obvious reasons that we choose not to top up our CPF is because of the long lockup period. Based on current policy, the earliest that we can withdraw from CPF is after 55, and that is only if we have met full retirement sum FRS. The remaining will be streamed out as CPF Life monthly payments starting from age 65. Locking up our monies in CPF will limit our future options and flexibility of our funds, such as upgrading to a bigger house, a dream vacation, and so on. However, there is a hidden cost of holding cash or putting it in the bank which is earning little interest. You can learn more about the opportunity cost of liquidity that we often overlook in the video link appearing at the top right hand corner. There are better options with higher returns. Every day we get bombarded with advertisements that show us that almost every other investment instrument like stocks, options, properties can generate higher returns than CPF's SA 4% interest. While I'm not saying that they can't, and I do believe that they may achieve better returns, but we need to ask ourselves if we currently have the skills or able to acquire them in the short term to generate such returns consistently. In short, don't rely on others' claims. Make your own evaluation based on your current situation and strengths. Be careful not to fall into the trap of thinking there will be better options someday and delay topping up your CPF because your time frame is important for compounding to work its magic. We all have future commitments, and it can be getting married, buying a house, setting up a family, going on holiday vacations, depending on the life stages we are at. And future commitments and uncertainties can lead to us adopting a wait-and-see mentality, which justifies the action of keeping our financial options open. More often than not, we often end up not taking any action. Instead, we should develop a plan that includes these commitments and start with gradual top-ups to CPF. Start small and commit to your plan. You can watch the video above, which I have shared the danger of keeping our options open and missing out on the window of opportunity to top up your CPF. The biggest elephant in the room and the most common concern will be CPF's policy risk. What if CPF's policy changes? What if there's an extension to CPF withdrawal age, lowering of interest rates, and increasing FRS escalation rates, and the list continues? I must admit that this was the reason that held me back the most when I first started, but I was able to accept the risk after analyzing its impact, probability of each scenario happening, and what are the mitigations in the event that policy changes. Please watch the video above on my analysis of CPF risk. I hope my sharing helps to address some of your concerns that you may have about topping up your CPF. I see CPF as an asset, and like any investments, keep an open mind. Weigh the risk as well as the potential rewards. Evaluate if it makes sense for you. And if it does, take action. There's no right or wrong because everyone's circumstances and risk profile are different. It's perfectly okay to discard the idea and move on to the next idea if the risk reward is not acceptable to you. Thanks for watching.